Snowdon footpaths and waterfall. This way. Spell again. I'm in the village of Llanberis in North Wales. I remember being up this particular lane, which leads up towards a youth hostel, I think, or maybe not. No, I've got the wrong lane. It leads up towards the main Snowdon path, which of course I won't be taking. And this is only a short walk. Okay, I've come less than half a mile. And here's this way to the waterfall. The bridge you see there is goes up to the top. It carries the ancient steam trains. Well, they are diesels as well now. They go up to the top of Snowdon. I did hear a steam whistle just a moment ago, so I don't know if the trains are still running. But there's the stream, and I presume the waterfall is just round the corner here somewhere. Is that the waterfall? It's only about 15 feet high. I guess that is the waterfall just there. So it's a very nice footpath here. Yeah, I just missed the train, unfortunately. But I think it's a diesel train anyway. Just going up there. I just missed it. They're still running. Excellent path along here, the side of this tumbling stream. But I think the main waterfall is just around the corner here. Okay, coming up to the main waterfall. It looks quite impressive. Look at that. That's impressive. That's an impressive waterfall. Yeah, it's about 70 feet high. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to retrace the steps. The path here's a dead end, but it's well worth taking. Now, that's impressive. Yeah, well worth visiting. I think that's more impressive than some of the more famous waterfalls, that is. Or the more, not famous, but noted. Of course, we have had a little bit of rain. Luckily, it's no rain today. Traced some steps and came up that tarmac lane. Or I can hear a train coming. It's not a steam train. It's here's the railway line that goes up to the top. It's about an hour's trip up to the top, and it's quite expensive. But you can probably get seats on it this time of year without having to book in advance. Here it's coming, so I'll just hang on for it. Oh, unless it's the one that's going uphill. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be here shortly. It's coasting down right now, coasting down this incline. Unfortunately, it wasn't a steam train, but still a good close-up view of it. Ascent of this somewhat steep tarmac lane. And this is another route to the waterfall. There's a little footpath going back to the village or small town. Well, it is a village really, no more than a village, Llanberis. Okay, yeah. Maybe there's another view here across the railway line, and there's another view possibly of the waterfall. Yeah, there's a little Llanberis up there. It's 3,000 feet high. Look at it. That's why Llanberis exists. Those vast slate quarries. And you can just see a little bit of hiillside down there. But here, this is another shot of this waterfall. Can't quite see it too well. It's shrubbery hides it, and it's kind of going into the sun. But that's an impressive waterfall. It's well over 100 feet high. I could only see the bottom half of it below. Yeah, oh, excellent. Well worth coming here just for that. You can see it's a cog-driven railway. Constructed in about 1897. There was only been one fatal accident on it, and that was when the first journey the train ever undertook back in 1897. Since then, it's had a 100% safety record. On my ascent, I won't be going too far, but kind of like a circular walk. But there's Snowdon up there, just partially hidden by clouds, but nothing like it was this morning when the clouds would. Well, I think the cloud level was down to about 1,000 feet. That's superb mountain scenery though around here. I took this at the wrong moment here. There's some power lines right in there. That's a little Llanberis there. And Llanberis. Okay, I'll just go off this tarmac lane here and try. I think this is a shortcut to a bridle path here. It looks fairly well trodden. Another train coming up, ascending. So it's getting on a bit now. It's getting towards the middle of the afternoon. So yeah, so they're yeah, because they don't want the workers. Oh, there it is. There, you can just about see it going up. But no steam trains, unfortunately. Now, I'm on a. Well, I'm not sure if this is the right away, but it looks in pretty good condition. This, originally a farm track. The breeze, so there might be a little bit of an audio problem. But there's the train over there. It's kind of gradually climbing up, and halfway houses in that area there somewhere. Snowdon is the top is in clouds, but which is unfortunate. It's quite expensive to go up there by train. And below Snowdon is Clogwyn Diardu, I think it's called. A famous rock climbing cliff. Yeah. It's in the shade, so it probably won't show up. First time I've been on this actual walk. There's Llanberis. Below you can see a little bit of Llanberis, the village, the slate quarries. And this looks like another track. So I'm doing okay. I think I'll go down here. I'll just check where I am. And I'm lucky with the weather. The sun came out. I'm not sure if it was forecast to be sunny like this. There's the stream that feeds that waterfall. That's further down. There is a lake just over that rise there, where that stream comes from. But yeah, I don't think there's enough. I don't think it's. I can't see a footpath on the path marked. I could probably go up and see it, but it's a little bit out of my way, so I'll go down here and this will be as far as I go, so basically go back to the car from here. But the first thing I'll do is, of course, cross this little valley and pick up the actual orthodox Snowdon ascent route. With, well, hundreds of thousands go up it every year. The wind's picked up, and so there's going to be an audio problem. But I want to point out one of these abandoned Welsh farmhouses with the trees now mature, which were planted at the time it was occupied. That might be the stream that feeds the waterfall, I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. Over there is the Mole Elio Ridge. It's an excellent ridge walk. Okay, yeah, look at that. That's a nice stream there. And it only comes down a short distance, and of course we've had quite a bit of rain. Now this is that's the path directly back to the car, but I'll extend the walk a little bit and go up towards the halfway house. Okay, I'm continuing on this little uphill section here, and I can't quite see that there's another train that's coming down. I can't quite see, there's a little bit of a rise in front, so I just missed out on that one. Okay. This looks like one of those long abandoned Welsh mountain chapels. Yeah, where it probably had stained glass or some kind of, maybe decorative glass one time. Now, of course, long abandoned. But there again is an excellent view of the Mole Elio Ridge. Over there, and that track I was following further, it goes up that valley and back and over to the village of Rhydd, so that would be used in the good old days to get from one valley to the other. Yeah, there's Mole Elio right there. I don't know if you can hear me because the wind's picked up again. But I've been mistakenly referring to the building behind me, the yellow building, as the halfway house. Well, that's much further up. It's actually a railway stop. I think there's a guy waiting for the train there. Might be one of the workers. I made a slight mistake here. This is the Snowdon Mountain, the Llanberis track. I've just passed it. I'm going uphill, which I didn't need to do, but there's a footpath that goes off to the left a little bit further up, so I might as well carry on now. Okay, I'm on the Llanberis track, so I've still got my bearing. Finally got my bearings, I think. And there's some of the hundreds of thousands of people that climb Snowdon by this ascent route every year. I'll just point out just some more Llanberis slate quarries. Okay, I'll meet up here with the Llanberis path. Oh, well, that's the Llanberis path. Come down a short stretch of that, and on the tarmac lane goes down steeply now to the village. This is a handy little spot for a cup of tea. Granite or slate tables, and nice and warm in here. So look at that. Really, yeah, very nice. So I'll just have a cup of tea here. Okay, that's looks like an old house. Looks like an old house here, and that's a Snowdon-sized cup of tea. Conant, I think it's called, licensed tea house. Dates from the 1700s. Okay, this shows the route to the summit of Snowdon up there. It's the summit. We're down here, Llanberis. We're here. And it goes way up. Yeah, it's a long walk up. Yeah, it's okay. I'm back in more or less down to the village. Always notice this line of terraced cottages on the beginning of the Snowdon path up there, and it'd be a handy place to park, except of course, yeah, you'd get into trouble. That's the base station for the Snowdon Mountain Railway there. But so I've taken the video of this of Llanberis before, so this video is basically just a walk video in the hillsides above Llanberis. Okay, this is coming to the end of this walk now. I'm going back into the village. It's kind of like there's a bypass that goes around the village, but yeah, just a couple of 100 yards up here. I'll park the car. Yeah, it's over there is the I think it's called the electric centre. It's as a huge underground power station here, and that's a kind of like a museum display. Never been in there.